you, Laura. Good morning, everyone. Well, I just have a brief update for everyone this morning on a staffing change on the digital fulfillment side. And Laura, I think what we'll do is follow up with an updated org chart so that everyone can visualize it because it confuses me. So Rachel Pracht is moving on to a new position within the digital organization, and she is going to hang up her fulfillment shoes and move over to Tim Diavis' team to pursue a role of product manager. We're all very excited for Rachel. We're very sorry to see her go, but she's done a great job for us and in support of the field, and we're happy to see her move on to this new chapter in her career, helping Tim identify products and solutions for all of us, which is what they do. They're 3 to 6 to a year time frame ahead of us, looking at new vendors, new solutions to bring to the market. So, with those very, very large shoes that Rachel leaves, we're thrilled to announce that Michelle Skidal of Lee Local fame will be joining us as fulfillment manager. Michelle comes from, she's been with the company, been with Lee Local Sales. She's been in the account management role. She's been in a sales role. She's been most recently in a leadership role on the sales side. And we're thrilled to have her move over to fill Rachel's role to support the field going forward. Michelle and I shared the same philosophy on customer service, the importance of building, as Rachel has, the importance of building relationships with our customers in the field that we service, you guys. And we will work together to ensure that those relationships stay strong and that we're getting the feedback that we need in order to make our service levels to you the best that they can be. And I'm very excited to partner with Michelle in this endeavor. So if you see, I know this is primarily an audience extension call, but you may see, if you submit quotes, you may see Michelle responding to some of those with questions. So just know that that is why she will be doing that. And then if you do have questions for Rachel, if you would please direct those to Michelle, that would be great. And as always with me, as with any of our teams, it's an open door policy. I welcome any and all feedback, any recommendations on how we might improve our services to you, our service levels. So that's it for me, Laura. If there are any questions, I'm happy to address those. Okay. Well, with that, Laura, back to you.
Great. Thanks so much, Sinead. And with that, I will turn it over to Eddie Humphrey, actually. We're seeing her screen. We're up on your screen. So, Eddie, whenever you're ready, you can take it away.
Thanks, Laura. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since I've got to lead the audience extension call, so I'm excited today. We were recently on a call with one of our vendors, and we're lucky enough to be able to get this information from Ad Age, and this really kind of tells the story of how important digital advertising is to our customers. Over the 4-day weekend for Thanksgiving for 2015, so this is a brand new information provided by the National Retail Federation, more than 103 million people shopped online during the weekend, which started on Thursday and continued through Black Friday and then Cyber Monday. And there were only about 102 million who actually went into traditional stores. So we are seeing an increase in shopping online, and that makes what you guys do very important. So we just wanted to share that stat with you, and I'm happy to, this deck will be going out so you'll each be able to use this and share it with your sales folks and anyone else who may be interested. So without further ado, our agenda for today, we're going to talk about conversion tracking, a reminder about creatives. I have a case study, and then our holiday hours. So conversion tracking, I know that we've talked about this before. It's becoming more and more of a metric that we're using on larger spend campaigns, 2,000 retail and above. It provides the ability to track a specific action that a user takes on an advertiser's website. And it can be an insightful, it tells us a lot of information about how the campaign is performing, not just who's clicking and who's converting, but, are the creatives compelling? Are we getting people to click on the creatives and moving them through the website the way that we want to? It's just another metric beyond click-through rate that shows us how it's performing. It measures the effectiveness of a digital campaign by telling us, is the user, the end user, doing what we want them to do on the site? If the answer is yes, great, we've done our job. If it's no, then we have to, rethink how maybe we are presenting the plan, presenting the creative. Gives us a lot more information. There are 3 different types of conversions. There's a view-through conversion, and a view-through conversion happens when a user sees the ad on their desktop potentially, but they don't click on it. Later on, they go back to that website without seeing an ad. They just go directly to the website, and they do whatever action we've decided is a conversion. So that may be filling out a form and clicking the submit button. It could be purchasing something through a e-commerce site and buying it, ultimately hitting that thank you page again. There's a click-through conversion. That's the traditional one. The user sees the ad, they click on it, and then they complete the desired action that we have said is a conversion. And then there is an event conversion. And an event conversion can help us say, yes, this person clicked on your ad, they went to your site, they put something in their shopping cart, then they left. So an event pixel will allow us to kind of say what happened in between when they got to your page and started to take action but didn't complete it. And so it gives us what happens after they click. And all of these, we can help you with all of these and explain it to your customers. Again, these are not going to be for people who are spending, $500 a month. These are for higher-end campaigns where we actually have something that we're tracking that is measurable. Be that filling out a form, going to a landing page and putting in their email address. You have to really have a clear goal, clear actions that the advertiser wants to take and measure. Conversion tracking always requires that a pixel be placed on the advertiser's website. If we are going to track events and click-through and view-through conversions, then we would need 2 different pixels. One is the event pixel and the other one is the traditional conversion pixel. We don't charge extra to place the pixels, but if we are going to retarget people who have either converted or not converted, we do add that in as a line item, so we would need to, make sure that we had some budget that we can put against that. And you need clear goals. So it's very important. What is it that we're going to ask the advertiser? What action do we want the end user to take? And we need to be able to measure that reasonably by use of these tracking pixels. So that's kind of, just another kind of a reminder about conversion tracking, and we are seeing, more and more of it come through. We're getting good at it, and just want to make sure that you all are aware of it. Does anybody have any questions about conversion tracking? All right. Just wanted to remind you again about creative specs. We have been getting a lot of creatives in that are the wrong size. The creative specs document will now be part of the media plan. So when you request a media plan, we'll be sending this back to you, so you will always have it. It'll just be like a second tab within that workbook. hopefully that will help everyone. If you have other people like Affinity Express who are creating ads for you, you can provide this to them. And very important that the file size be under 150 kilobytes and that the creative dimensions are exact. Otherwise, we just need to send you back a note, and it holds up getting the campaign live and running. All right, case study. So UW-Whitewater, we talked about their kind of traditional audience extension campaign early on in this year. And their online BBA program, the team at Madison wanted to retarget people who were opening the emails from their email blast. And so we were lucky enough to be able to do this with them. And this is in conjunction with their regular audience extension program that includes audience, contextual, and site retargeting. We just added some budget towards their email retargeting. And over the past 3 months, we've run this campaign 3 times. The first campaign ran in September. We had a retail budget of $700. We were able to serve 63,957 impressions with 411 clicks for a CTR of 0.64%. That's huge. The second campaign ran 11/3 to 11/20, and again, the retail budget was $700. This time, 81,973 impressions were served, 700 clicks for a CTR of 0.85%. And the third campaign started this week on the 7th and is scheduled to run through December 18th with a retail budget of $700. So far, we've been able to deliver 19,031 impressions, 157 clicks for a CTR of 0.82%. And basically, this is just a really good way to have people who are identified via the advertiser, or in this case, I believe we're using BMI, people who are qualified, email leads, and they are opening and converting and going to the website. Not only does it show really good CTR and that people are engaged, but it also is driving traffic to their website, which in turn is boosting their site retargeting. So thanks to the Madison team for letting us do this for them, and very excited to see these kinds of results. What we are able to do is put a site retargeting pixel within the email template so that we can retarget them. And again, this is all going to come in the deck today. But basically, all you really need to do is put this piece of code, and it's a piece of image code, so it's not the same pixel that you would use on a website. It actually has to be an HTML site pixel and not a JavaScript one. And you just place it in the HTML of the template right above the close body tag of the email. So very simple to do, and obviously is getting very good results. So very exciting, again, from our end to be able to share this with you. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to walk you through how we would do this. And any questions on that before I get into our holiday hours? All right. So just want to remind everybody that the corporate office is going to be closed on the following days. On the 24th of December, we close at noon, and then we have Friday off, as I know all of you do. Thursday, December 31st, we will close at noon and then have January 1st off. So we will have one more audience extension call, I believe, before the end of the year. So opening it up for questions on anything you might have audience extension related right now, or anything fulfillment.